All right, we are looking into the lunar eclipse in Virgo. I do recommend watching the full video that I already uploaded. This is uploading after I did the or recorded the full moon overview because there's a lot connecting here I can see. And I do recommend this for everyone to watch the general, and then you can go into your zodiac. You can watch for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, South Node, whatever you like. Um, yeah, so let's look at first the Seven Energies Oracle, which I start with. The lunar eclipse here, the exposed and revealed has to do with shame. Now we're looking at the more shadowy aspects of the Virgo archetype with this lunar eclipse. Now it's a very climactic point. And so there's a pinnacle of some sort unfolding here. It's very important to be aware of. You can even look back, maybe even the start of the nodal axis shift, the Pisces Virgo axis, that started in January last year, and maybe even see what has evolved since then, or what has become apparent, or what needs to be seen, what needs to really be looked at to do with shame. When we're in shame, and you can see the symbology of this, there's a person in the eyeball in fetal position protecting themselves. When we are guarded, protected, there's so much fear in there of not wanting to be seen, not wanting to be authentic, or not wanting to deal with the repercussions of authenticity or revealing ourselves. So we hide and we perfect, and we become very calculated with how we show up in the world and how we want people to see and perceive us. And that's based on a wound. It's based on, this one is shame. So I am not good enough. And if I feel that I am not good enough, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to protect myself. I'm going to guard myself. I'm going to watch what I say. I'm going to watch or be very cautious of what I wear, how I look, how I present myself, how I feel within my own skin. So there's something here. This could be coming to the surface naturally, or it could be an invitation to look at aspects of self that you've been hiding, that you've been maybe ashamed of in some form, and set yourself free. And there could be an opportunity here to learn more about yourself through community. This is birds of a feather. This could be the collective, thinking of the collective trance, moving us out of concealment, protection, guardedness, shame, self-censorship, self-abandonment, however you want to look at it. There's an opportunity here to work with others or learn through others, or even this could be what I was talking about, even I think it was last week, or definitely around the solar eclipse in Aquarius, coming out of the collective trance of where we've been so guarded and protected, so individualistic, so isolated, moving us into something more collective. That could be part of it as well. Where are we? Okay, so we're looking at the Moonology cards now with the tarot. Now, a time to take action. New moon in Aries. That's what this lunar eclipse is giving us. It's a time to take action, or we're going to feel like it. We're going to feel like it because we have the Three of Fire with that very, very fiery energy. Well, we have now, is it Saturn? Saturn is in Aries. I should know this. Saturn, Neptune in Aries, correct? Yes, that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. I've been a little bit on my own and in my own world over the last little while, so I haven't been paying too much attention, as you probably have noticed with my lack of presence on my YouTube channel. But there's a lot of powerful energy coming in with this, a lot of powerful energy and initiation. And the Knight of Cups, Cancerian energy showing up here with softening the heart, being more vulnerable. Maybe there's an opportunity to move towards healing, moving towards love, moving towards vulnerability. There's a kind of harshness energy with this, but a soft energy as well. Very nice. I really like this. This is something very inspirational coming through during this eclipse. I mean, of course, it's going to resonate differently with everyone, but I feel like if you've been dealing with a lot of low energy, maybe a lack of direction or just feeling like you need to lay low. I feel that's going to change very quickly here moving into the beginning portion of March. Now, this is in the shadow. Expect powerful change. Two of Swords, very, very applicable to this lunar eclipse, sorry. And then the Ten of Pentacles in the shadow. Now, this has to do, I feel this is very related to the Mercury retrograde in Pisces, the Two of Swords. So it's almost like there's like an energy surging through or coming through, but then there could be a part of the mind going, I don't even know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what direction to take, or maybe being confused. Like I said, that 3 energy, we have a week 9 in the first, in the week of this full moon. And then we also have it on a 3rd day. And the 3 can be very scattered. It can be a very scattered, plus Mercury retrograde. I mean, it's just, it's Virgo energy in the shadow. Like it could be very, very much overthinking, stuck, holding back. Be very cautious of the mind. It's not a bad thing to take pause and to maybe put things aside during Mercury retrograde. It's not a time really to launch things or to take take action, to take the initiative on certain things. If that's what resonates with you. So this could also be a sign, a signal to just be aware. Be aware if there's self-sabotage, if you're holding yourself back, if the mind is being too rigid and scattered. And truthfully, if it's energetic, it's hard to control it. You have to go with it and not fight it, but just be very aware of what's happening, because the energy affects us in many ways. And nothing is consistent or consistent. What's the word I'm looking for? Nothing is station. No, there's a certain saying. I'm drawing a blank, but basically every single experience, mental, emotional, physical, or energetic, is an experience, is a shift, is a change, is a way of understanding ourselves more. So this isn't a bad thing. It's just being aware, like really being aware of what the mind is doing, because there's new energy coming through, and it could even be psyching out, psyching out, or creating fear within ourselves of, wow, there's all this energy coming through. There's momentum. I can feel this coming through. I can feel maybe there's new love or new romance. There's a lot of newness coming through, and that could create sabotage, right? Fear. Oh, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know if I want to go forward. The mind overthinking. Again, we have a lot of energy that will support this type of reaction. Just be aware. And the Ten of Pentacles, yeah, it's like it could be something to do with the home, finances, security, stability, safety, family, some kind of pinnacle. It's almost as if I feel, honestly, the message right now is to not make a decision to do with matters of the home, family, career, pretty much everything. Like all the main components of our life. No, the main components, very general, but put it on hold. I think put it on hold and be aware, and give yourself some time to allow for the natural progression to reveal something, rather than forcing it, needing to know, pushing it, or resisting it. Just let it do what it needs to do around this eclipse. Now, your guidance is the personal issue reaches resolution. Cancer, look at this. This is your guidance, right? So I already said guidance. I wasn't looking at these when I was saying it. But again, matters of the home, family, the mother could be, the emotional self. This is guidance. It's to move forward or prepare. It's almost, I feel it's to align. It could be a redirection. It could be listen to your inner guidance. This is a spiritual upgrade, connecting with all that is, right? So listen to all that is. Maybe a difficult choice has to be made. Maybe there's a redirection. Maybe it's a realignment to do with attunement. your intuition, your nurturing side, your mother side. Maybe it's to do with family. Maybe it's to do with a relationship in your life. Maybe it's to do with matters of the home or siblings, children. There's something here of a realignment that's going to be far more powerful and evolved. This is an evolution right here, especially during this time. We still have the North Node in Pisces. We are in Pisces season. There's a very, very strong, I don't want to say upgrade, but it kind of is. It's an evolution in a very close area of your life, or in our life, in our lives. Okay, what's coming in after the eclipse is your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. Look at that. We have Aries, Taurus. We need Gemini. Oh, hang on. Gemini's right here at the bottom of the deck. Cancer, full order. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. The answers you need are coming. But your dreams need a practical plan. So after this eclipse, grounding. This is a full moon in Taurus, so there might be a lack of groundedness in direction, right? So there's a calling here. Okay, so there is a redirection in some way, and it's based on the alignment with self and with direction and polarities, maybe dualities within self, but coming out with this probably, like, I feel it's more of like a calling or a need to ground and get practical about where are you going with this? Where do you want to go with it? What do you need to build? What do you need to nurture to grow it into something real? And then this came up. This is really interesting, actually. High Priestess with reverse justice. Now, if you have been watching my channel for some time, I don't read reversals. No, I do read reversals, but when I draw cards, it's all upright because I think I just have OCD. I don't know why, but I do look at, obviously, the challenges, and I read the uprights as a reversal. So just so you know, I do read reversals, but my cards are not they're all upright. I don't know how this card ended up as reverse, so I feel it's a very, very strong message here. This is very important. It's considering what came out here as guidance. This is continued guidance, Pisces season, the High Priestess. Reverse justice, it is going to be crucial. And I feel this is not guidance. I feel it's time. It is time to listen to your intuition, to attune with your deeper self, to honor how you feel, and to tap into that aspect of yourself. Go deeper, sit with it, feel it, honor it, strengthen it. Create the boundaries necessary. Be very careful of going backwards. Okay, be very careful of going back into past patterns, back into poor choices, back into the familiar. What is happening right now, if you go back, or if anyone goes back, instead of listening to their higher guidance, there are going to be consequences. And it's not, I don't mean, if you know my channel, you know my work. I don't force information, obviously, but this is a very, very strong message I'm feeling. There will be karmic consequences if we're not listening to the High Priestess. And bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Fire, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. There's a lead in to a new sense of self, believing in a newer and deeper and more profound way in yourself and in direction, in what you want to manifest and create. You also have Dog Spirit number 19 at the bottom of I keep saying that, bottom of the deck, that I shuffled and I pulled before starting. So Dog Spirit, be loyal to what you love. Be loyal to what you love is what's at the bottom of the deck. Be loyal to what you love. Be loyal to what you love. That's exactly this. We can easily go back, get stuck in our ways, the stubbornness of Taurus, getting stuck in our old ways. And the more we do that, the more we set ourselves back. And we're not being loyal to what we love, to our intuition, to our heart. Even deep down, we might know that I want something more. I just don't know what it is. We have to be loyal to that feeling and to that knowing. Even if we can't see it or understand it yet, We have to let it materialize based on our agreement with ourself, our connection with ourself, and our loyalty to what we love, to ourself. Very, very important message. All right. So I'm going to go into all signs and I will see you there. Okay, Virgo, we are looking into the lunar eclipse in Virgo, in your sign. So because we've had the south node in Virgo this last year, as of I guess January is when we moved, the nodes shifted. He could have gone through a lot. I remember when I was in Libra, or when the nodes were in Libra, the south node was in Libra, and I'm a Libra sun. It was really, 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 it was tough, but it changed a lot for me, which was needed, in the domain of relationships. So with this, I feel that you're coming out of something. Oh, look at that. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Bottom of the deck here. Oh my goodness. You might have wow. I mean, I don't even know how far. I have to stop here. This is all bottom of the deck because the tower was at the bottom of the deck. That's what I was looking at. And then I started flipping through the cards. You have the Fool after the Tower. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Sun. You have the Sun. There's a major, major, major shift coming for you here. And it could have to do with a relationship, with love, maybe seeing love differently, approaching love differently, maybe something with your heart changing, maybe opening up a bit more, is leading to the Sun, major Tower, and the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. Huge karmic shift here happening for you. So we're looking at communication is key is the main message here. New moon in Gemini. So during this eclipse, you're going to have new word coming in. Now, the new word could come from someone else, or it could be you initiating something through communication. So like the doors are opening. I feel like the channels are opening. You might have new insight, new understanding. King of Coins, the Hierophant, Taurus energy here, anchoring into the practical. Some of you might be moving into the role of being a healer, a teacher, a guide, but it's like upping your career path. Like I would really, if this is resonating with you, it's a really good time to learn, to study, to create structure around your spiritual practice, your wisdom, your ability to maybe teach and level up. Like this could be a very good time for business, for work. Yeah, something of that nature. I mean, there could be relationship on the table because you do have a new romantic cycle begins. It's in the shadow. So romance, maybe for some of you, may have been rocky. You may have had a very, very serious, strong shift in your relationship status. Now, it could be in any kind of relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. It also could be an imbalance, maybe with finances, or maybe with a relationship where the foundation has kind of fallen apart, or maybe it's restructuring in some way. There's apprehension to move forward towards this. Again, balance could be out of alignment. And there's like the foundation is lost. Like there's no foundation. It may be a lack of direction altogether, and maybe a lack of commitment too. Now, your guidance is emotions are running high. Be very, very careful about your emotions. Be very aware during this time. Find an outlet for your emotional intensities. If it is to take care of your health, go to the gym, go for a walk. Be very kind to your body right now. The Two of Swords is also your guidance. So put things on hold for now. And try not to force, you don't need to know the answers. Just let it go, like surrender really as much as possible. Be very careful of the mind seizing up and going back into old ways. I feel now is a time to just stop. Take care of yourself. The outcome, though, look at this. Right after the eclipse, you get your hard work is paying off with the new moon in Capricorn and the Eight of Fire. Like it's just things are going to really change. This might be like like just getting over this hump, but it's going to do something very, very powerful for you. You get a whole new opening. This could be communication, travel, insight, inspiration. So much could be, I feel, is going to come in after this eclipse. So it's just like, it's like a cleansing process that's happening. I think you know how it works, but just roll with it. Take time. put things on hold. Don't make decisions. Let it do what it needs to do. And take care of your health is what I meant to say. All right, there, Virgo, wishing you all the best during this eclipse and beyond. Take care. Okay, Libra. A little bit of a cautionary message here. At the bottom of the deck, tarot, you have the Devil with the Queen of Cups. I'm not going to go past this. I want to look. Hermit. Okay. Devil, Queen of Cups. Be very, very, very careful of emotional bonding to unhealthy relationships or a relationship. Be very careful of illusions around a relationship. Be very careful of toxicity or indulging or temptation. There could be an unhealthy relationship dynamic around you that could be pulling you into really unhealthy behavior, but it's also healing in the same. I feel you could grow through it a lot if it's resonating with you. You have prosperity lies ahead, new moon, Taurus, whatever you are working on right now, it's going to be a success. So you get the green light, you get Taurus building your success into the long run. Now you have, it's just basically the message is to take your time with it. Don't push, don't rush, be in the Taurus energy of building that super successful, abundant, whatever it is that you're building, and enjoy it. Think of abundance in all forms of life. It's everything. It's like something, I don't feel it's only career. I feel it's like your career plus your life is all growing here. It has the opportunity to grow into something really big and good and nice. Temperance is also taking your time. And I feel like you could be working at a different pace. I feel like you're not pushing. You're not like, trying to rush it. It's like you're taking your time through it. You're balanced. You're nurturing it. You're being wise through it. You're giving it the time to materialize as it's meant to. In the shadow, a time for healing, and the Ten of Cups. There's something out of balance with regards to love, family, relationship, matters of the heart. Okay, so something was thrown off balance here, and I feel it has to do with the Devil and that Queen of Cups. And that Hermit is the introspection. Like, I feel like you can learn a lot through it, and healing needs to happen. It could be fresh still, but I do feel there's an opportunity here to go a little bit further with it and to learn through it, to grow through it. Try not to cut it out right away or dismiss it, because I feel there's a lot of value in it in some kind of way. Your guidance is your commitment is being tested, and lovers. So lovers is be attuned with your values. What is important for you? Maybe what kind of relationship do you want? Maybe there's a reevaluation with regards to relationship. Okay, so there's a time here to, I feel, make some adjustments. Mostly within yourself, of course, and then reflect outward and maybe even heal. Maybe there's an opportunity to heal a specific dynamic. Your commitment is being tested. Maybe your values have been pushed, or you maybe dropped your boundaries, your inner boundaries, or your inner values, or what's the word I'm looking for? Lowered your standards. I don't know. This sounds kind of superficial or vain, but I don't know if that's the right word. Standards. It's like your values, like you may have dismissed your own values, like what's important for you because of something else. Okay. So it's something, your commitment is being tested here of, don't give up on your values, or maybe there's some readjustments that need to happen. Your outcome after this is the energy is gaining momentum. The Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. This is really nice. Energy is gaining momentum after this eclipse. Movement is coming through. You have the Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn. So moving forward to build your legacy, you have a lot of this. I feel there's one side here, relationship, love, like a little heavy, maybe healing, readjusting, but your career, your legacy, your life of what you're building is picking up. So you have the Knight of Pentacles to build that, and the Nine of Cups is deep satisfaction, deep contentment, all around. So I feel that things are going to smooth out very nicely for you here. All right, Libra, sending you all my best during the eclipse and beyond. Take care. Scorpio. Okay, so during the eclipse, lunar eclipse, nothing is set in stone. You have mutable energy coming through, temperance. You might go through some changes. I don't feel anything dramatic. I feel it's going to be very soft. I feel that you could be working on balance and finding a nice rhythm, and you could be going through maybe a phase of alchemy. But it says change, and it's nice. It's nothing, like I said, nothing dramatic, nothing. It's like some of the other readings or Virgo anyway I did, but no, this is really nice. You get the Page of Fire at the bottom of the deck and the Ace of Swords. You're moving into a new stage here of believing in yourself more. You could have clarity around a new idea, a new direction, business venture, truth, maybe of some kind. In the shadow, don't let pride get in your way. You have the full moon in Leo. The two cards that came out, King of Swords, Queen of Cups in the shadow. I feel this is another person. I feel there's a person around you where there could be, I mean, it could have like really created withdrawal emotionally or emotional inner turmoil. Pride had been triggered through this particular relationship. I do feel it's a masculine energy. I do feel the King of Swords. I feel this is you, the Queen of Cups. The King of Swords is someone who's could be very aggressive or direct. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe you look up to them in some kind of way and you've changed yourself in order to adapt to them. I know it's a very, very specific message, but it's like pride is like comes in as, wanting to create some kind of illusion or show, to present ourselves in a certain way or not admit or be vulnerable or open or honest or say honest. I don't want to say it as in dishonest, but I hope you get what I mean. And if this is not another person, I feel that there's a dynamic here. Pride is definitely a theme, and it could be like the mind, the ego. It's not the fire, but in the mind, very headstrong, super, super headstrong, stubborn. Just be aware of that. I don't know if it's resonating with you or not. There could be a bit of bullheadedness, stubbornness, not listening to the emotions, or maybe the emotions have become triggered so strongly that there's this stubbornness. It's like no. I don't know what else to say about it. I hope it's resonating. Your guidance is the full moon in Scorpio, a time to release negativity, plus the Hermit, Virgo, time to go in. Release negativity. Something's been triggered with this dynamic, if it's with another person or within yourself, but it's super, super intense. I'm getting an intense hit from that. Very intense, very stubborn, very scorpionic, and very Leo as well is what I'm feeling. So watch the stubbornness, watch what you're holding on to and that stinger, right? So release the negativity. What are you afraid of? Why are you holding on? What did it bring up for you that needs to be looked at and examined and released? And then look at this as the outcome. What do you need to release? So that's coming through here, and the King of Cups. Well, what you're gaining out of this is the King of Cups. This is Pisces. This is emotional intelligence. You're going to be able to see a different side of yourself and a different side of maybe a person, but it's like leading to a greater understanding of life, of relationships, etc. So it's giving you a greater level of emotional maturity. It could also help you with how you're guiding others, helping others, etc. So this is nice. This is bring up some stuff, but it's going to allow you to up level in a very, very significant way. And I feel it could have something to do with your work. That's just me. All right, there's Scorpio, wishing you a beautiful time during this eclipse and beyond. Take care. Ophiuchus. Well, I wouldn't expect anything less for your reading here. We have the South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. We have a South Node in Virgo, right? And this is highlighting our past, is highlighting patterns, especially Ophiuchus. You are connected to Virgo indirectly, but it loops back into the relationship with Hygeia, which I mentioned in the full moon video. So there's this cycle here, or be very careful of a loop. I feel, you know what, I kind of feel it's going to have to do with self-worth and your value. If you are a healer, if you are dealing with maybe you have your own business, maybe you're dealing with finances of some kind, maybe there's part of you that has something around value and cultivating financial gain or stability, and could be reflective of something from the past. Maybe you're of service, maybe you want to help more deep down. This can be very, very, very under the surface, very subconsciously, unconsciously. Judgment is time to break a pattern. It's time to evolve. It's time to move on. Do not let your past hold you back. And I would say, honestly, fight for this one. And I don't mean it in an aggressive way. I don't know how else to say it. Truthfully, it could be as simple as identifying it and getting real with it, seeing it, understanding it, leaning into it, being clear, maybe making a conscious choice of investing in yourself or breaking a pattern or breaking a habit. Sometimes this takes a long time, it's not an overnight thing, but it's at least seeing it and breaking it, trying not to go back into past patterns or back into something around evolving now. So no, this is your challenge, right? Capricorn energy. This is in the shadow. Your hard work is paying off. The Knight of Pentacles, Earth, legacy, building, structure, finances. This is the difficulty. This is in the challenge. This is the shadow. This is the south. Is something tied to the south node for you. And it doesn't mean literally. It means like a past karmic thing or a past pattern that's somehow preventing you from moving forward or preventing you from addressing something or healing something or working through something. So be very aware of that one. I feel this is a really important time to see it, at least to understand what it means for you. The guidance here is believe in the impossible and the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the guidance here is to know that you're further along than you think. When we are in lack, scarcity, financially struggling, uncertain about our future, uncertain about what we're building, whatever it could be, you're further along than you think. And maybe it's requiring a shift of perception on what you are building, because it could start from you. It could start from who you are and who you are becoming, which is part of that investment, right? That's actually not even part of it. That's like the main show is you. So you're further along than you may realize. So nurture, be in the present moment, nurture yourself. Maybe the body is part of this. Maybe health is part of this. Maybe investing into your future, but by being very focused and very conscious about how you are nurturing your present moment, how you are nurturing yourself, how you are nurturing your work, rather than pushing and striving or maybe working out of lack or fear, and believe in the impossible. This is a beautiful reading. The energy is very, very, it's very ethereal. I feel there's magic to it as well. And look at this new moon in Pisces after this. We have the new moon in Pisces later portion of March. During the new moon, I feel you're going to have a breakthrough. I feel that you're going to have an aha moment. You're going to have an epiphany, an awakening. It's going to lead to an answer to the truth. And also the Emperor. Oh, 10 of Cups. Oh, 8 of Fire. Yeah, the energy is going to shift. You're going to feel more in your power. There's a very harmonious stage of completion. It could be with the family, it could be a home. And the Emperor, I feel, is you. Actually, I feel this is you coming into your masculine in a very healthy way. Actually, it's leveling up. Bringing the practical into fruition to be the architect of your reality. Beautiful reading. All right, Ophiuchus, sending my love and all the best during this eclipse and beyond. Take care. Okay, Sagittarius, bottom of the deck, you have the Star with the Four of Pentacles underneath it. When I was pulling these cards, I really felt a nice alignment happening right now. You do have a lot of cards that are pointing in that direction. The Star, there might be financially holding onto your finances or being very cautious about your finances or even maybe about self. You do have the World. You're completing a very, very significant chapter here, and things are aligning. I feel during the eclipse, though, you're going to be King of Swords. Adjustments are required. You could be very headstrong. You could be saying, I want it this way. I want to do it this way. You might have clarity and direction. You might be feeling very like you're taking the lead to make these changes happen. So very direct, laser focused. You could be a little bit stronger than usual, like intellectually or even just with your knowing. I feel you can have a lot of clarity coming through, which is interesting because we have Mercury retrograde Pisces. It's sort of, I feel it's the exact opposite for you in some way. You have to let me know if that resonates with you. Meditate, contemplate in the shadow. Queen of Swords. Oh, that's interesting. Queen of Swords in the shadow. Be very careful of assuming things too quickly or moving too fast with direction or clarity or leadership. There could be this. This is now changing the dynamic a little bit. New moon, and this is in the shadow. Queen of Swords in the shadow. Very cold. Could cut people out. Could be very, very direct with language. There could be two people here, the King and Queen of Air. Meditate and contemplate in the shadow. There's like a lack of empathy, emotional connection, definitely. Yeah. I would just say take your time thinking through things and be very careful how you react to situations. If you feel like your back is up against a wall, be very careful what you say. Take your time, write it down first, maybe, or find an outlet. Yeah, and just be careful how you work through adjustments. That's just a little bit of a heads up. But I do like that energy. Like I do like there's a boldness here. There is a clarity, but there could be a little bit of just be careful. Your guidance, a time for healing. Yeah, take time. There's the Four of Wands as guidance as well. Maybe relax, invite some play and joy with friends and family. I feel that it's a time to kind of lay back, have fun, just have fun. Do something that's in alignment. Do something relaxing. Again, maybe spend time with family, lighten the energy a little bit. Your outcome after this, you hold your vision. So stay on track with whatever this is. Adjustments are required. So adjustments are required. Hold your vision through it, but with love, the Queen of Cups, right? So this one coming in is not so much love. This is direct, is clear cut, maybe even clear cut. What's the word? Like cutthroat could be. But this is now with love. Hold your vision with love. Be soft and listen to your heart. Be caring. Listen to the room really well, attune with others so that you can know how to work through the situation. All right, there's Sagittarius, wishing you a beautiful eclipse ahead. Take care. All right, Capricorn, looking at the lunar eclipse here, we have, you're very close to achieving your goal and the star. Nice. Okay, whatever you've been working towards, whatever you've been investing into, it's aligning. Definitely is. There may have been healing involved in it, maybe healing work for some of you, but this is moving you forward to something really, really nice. I do feel it's going to put you on track. Wow, King of Coins, Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, definitely moving you up in confidence, self-assurance, and financial growth. So you're on track for something, financial independence. You might even be buying some nice things for yourself, indulging a little bit in the earthy aspects of ourself. But yeah, I like this energy a lot. I feel that there's something aligning for you smoothly and very gracefully. Your shadow, step out of your comfort zone, and the Eight of Pentacles. Be very careful of overworking and perfectionism. I feel step out of your comfort zone is to embody a different way of working. Step out of your comfort zone is like challenge the way your routines, your structures with this eclipse, the way that you have been used to working and functioning. I feel that there's something here that can be really, there's a great opportunity for an adjustment that can benefit you a lot and especially benefit this. Your guidance, surrender to the divine. So surrender. Tap into that Pisces energy and flow, find fluidity. And the Page of Swords is look at things differently, I feel. Look at things differently through curiosity. Think things through. Be very cautious as Mercury is in retrograde in Pisces. Be very clear, direct. And I feel like, double check things. Don't rush too fast. Don't write too fast. Don't think too fast. Slow down. Your outcome after this eclipse is prosperity lies ahead. Nice. And the Eight of Swords, Libra also had this. There is definitely something you're working towards, or you have the ability to work towards, that's long term. That's going to lead to a very, very nice, it's like a nice story experience that you're like a legacy. It could be, right? Something that you're nurturing into reality, but it's creating a lot of stress. It's creating a lot of tension. So like I said, this is really important. Do things differently, change maybe mindset, change habits, change routines, change the pressure that you put on yourself. It's going to help with this, because if you're not stepping out of your comfort zone in some way, you can go back into the familiar, it could be this for some. All right, there, Capricorn, wishing you a beautiful eclipse ahead. Take care. Okay, Aquarius, I'm going to address the bottom of the deck first. So this is what's standing out right now to me. You have the Five of Wands, the Tower, and the High Priestess. I'm just going to show these cards. Bottom of the deck, there's been a lot of drama, maybe even internally, conflict. But this has allowed for this, the Tower. It's broken something open. So even if you avoided it, even if it found you and you got sucked into it, even if you started it, it had to happen. It had to happen because something needed to break away, something needed to change, and working with it consciously and through I just want to see what's underneath it, the King of Fire. Working with it consciously, or this could have helped you to see things deeper, to understand more about this situation and what was. You get the King of Fire, right? So you get more confidence, you get maybe a clear direction, greater sense of self. It's a boost in some way if it's worked through consciously, if you see the potential of it. The work through your fears is coming through here, right? So work through your fears. There's an opening that's happening that's allowing for you to free yourself of something of the past, but you have to work through your fear. It's all new energy. So you might be pulled back. And again, it's the conscious work that's really, really, really important right now, to be very aware of the patterns of what you're clinging to, what you're holding on to, what's been a theme over the last several years, a year, it could be even, but especially lately. So your guidance is watch the stubbornness, watch egoic impulses or reactions to things, watch the I, the me, the I, that is like something could become triggered here. That's tilting you into wounded ego, reactionary play of some kind. It could be for some. Just be aware of it. It's okay. I've gone through this so many times myself. I know exactly what this is. But the Three of Swords, yeah, definitely shadow. Like it's like wounds. Wounds are being reacted, or are being, wounds are being exposed right now. And so it could be creating stubbornness, this headstrong energy, maybe self-centeredness, maybe just wanting to do things by yourself, be by yourself, pushing people away. It's very tough, this one, I feel. Your guidance is adjustments are required. So the star, heal, make some healing. Take some time to heal. Take some time to heal, to align, be softer, make some adjustments to this. There's something is aligning. You have the Tower and then the star that is in order in the tarot. So the star is part of the equation of what has had to fall apart, right? And it could have created a lot of discomfort, but it's in how we choose to work through things that allows for us to see the way through. So there's a great opportunity here for that. So heal, give yourself some time, and don't rush it, don't push it, don't force it, just allow. And then the outcome after this eclipse is have faith in your dreams and a victory. There you go. So have faith in your dreams, have faith that this is part of the process. It's happening perfectly for you. Even if it was messy, even if there was destruction in some way, it was perfect, and it's giving you a new path forward. All right, there, Aquarius, sending my love, best wishes, and enjoy the eclipse ahead. Take care. Pisces, well, you do get your full moon in Pisces coming through here anyway. You're definitely representing. You have your By the way, happy birthday to all the Pisces out there. You have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups with the Eight of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. I do feel you have a heart opening after you walk away from something or after you transition and come to terms with something of the past. I do feel your heart is opening and it's leading you to a more enriched home or family or career path. It's like the next level. You know, we are in your season, so definitely, you know, Sun in Pisces, you might just naturally be feeling the Ace of Cups. Like it's like, you know, this is your season and you're naturally going to transition into something greater. I do feel it's putting you on path for a greater experience. Create is something you're creating, maybe for some of you, maybe relationship, home front, next level. Okay, Libra, win-win outcome and forecast coming through here with the Emperor. I mean, maybe for some of you, this could be you, the Emperor, could be someone else. Like some of you, it could have been a legal matter. It could have been a relationship closing. I'm getting conflicting messages with this Emperor. It could be you, it could be someone else. It could be a father figure. It could be a divine masculine in your life. Where a situation is closing and it's allowing for you to have balance because of something that has closed or something that has healed or even maybe a reckoning of some kind. Maybe it happened during the solar eclipse in Aquarius. That's the kind of the reckoning moment that we had for many people. But a win-win outcome is like one door closes, another door opens. So it's a new expression of the masculine within yourself, a new coming to terms with it in yourself, or a new person in your life, it could be new altogether, or a new version of that person in your life because of something that had to change or something that came to a close. Yeah, that's what I feel. So you're in the shadow, surrender to the divine, Page of Fire. Okay, this needs time. There's something here that needs time still to work its way through properly, but it's working in your favor. And it's coming through in a better and more improved expression, experience, whatever you want to call it. So don't rush it. Don't rush it. Don't force it. Try to just let it find its way naturally. Believe in yourself though. Right. So you could be tested a little bit if you feel that maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe there's fear that's arising. Maybe, like I said in the full moon video and actually the general read as well, there could be these false beliefs coming up to the surface. I'm not good enough. Maybe I can't. Maybe I'm not doing enough. So be very careful and be very cautious of the martyr. Overgiving, overextending, feeling like you're not doing enough, you're not being nice enough. Be very, very, very careful of that, and work on the Emperor. Confidence, self-assurance is the architect of your material, of the practical, of the more pragmatic aspect of self. Balance spirituality and practicality is your guidance. So anchor in spirituality and practicality hand in hand. Try not to, drift off too much. Balance, have both the best worlds here. Integrate some of that Virgo, your opposing signs, traits into your practice. And the Knight of Swords is to take a risk on something. To take a risk, I feel it's time to take a risk on yourself, maybe direction, maybe communication. Just go for it. I feel it's saying go for it. Like when you have this knowing, and I feel it's like, it's a calculated risk. It's not reckless. I don't feel it could be, but this is guidance. So and during Mercury retrograde, air, it's calculated risk. But if you feel like it's time to do something, it's like, I got to get through this. I have to, communicate or reach out or put myself out there or take the initiative. This is your message to do so. And then afterwards, you have double Cancer coming through here after the eclipse, moving into the heart. A lot of heart, emotional energy. There could be new love. There could be healing in the home front. There could be healing with family members, healing your heart, healing your space, new love, feeling at home, feeling comfortable, vulnerable. It's beautiful. A really nice energy coming through here for after the eclipse. All right, there, Pisces. I'm wishing you all the best. Sending my love. Take care. Okay, Aries, we're looking into the lunar eclipse in Virgo. So you got the card, the full moon in Virgo. Congratulations. Queen of Cups, you were good enough. I mean, this could bring up a lot of beliefs or a belief in the deeper self of questioning yourself, doubting, maybe overextending, overgiving because you feel that you're not good enough. You have the Queen of Cups, scorpionic energy coming through here. Yeah, you could be emotionally affected a little bit by this. There's a softness here, though. It's very gentle. And there could be a lot of maybe healing energy or healing opportunities for you to work on or to be maybe a healer. So you are good enough to believe in yourself, to feel into your potential if you are moving into a role of a healer type, a healer, teacher, guide, coach, etc. But it could be just within your heart, just knowing that you are good enough and being aware. This goes back to the general reading, so I do recommend watching that. But being aware of where you are doubting yourself. Where does your insecurity really reside? And it's going to be in the softer side of yourself. So it may require you to go a little bit deeper, to feel a little bit deeper. Your challenge right now is a time for healing. Yeah. Be very careful of bypassing the healing and feeling, especially Aries, not to say that you can't, but with your archetype, when it gets very strong, it's easy to overlook the softer side of self or just taking time to feel, taking a pause, being gentle, allowing for time to naturally do what it needs to do rather than fighting it and forcing it. And I feel that this has to do with your confidence. It's something to do with you believing in yourself. Even if we are, putting ourselves out there and being really confident, there still could be part of us that's feeling very insecure. So just check on those dynamics. I feel there's a little bit of that showing through. Your guidance is a personal issue reaches resolution. So maybe to heal matters of the home, heart, friends, like close, those closest to you. And the Ace of Fire is to connect with your creative spark, to really connect with your passion. Let your passion rise. Let your creativity rise. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself do what your soul, I need to rephrase that. Let your soul live to its potential of what it wants to do, how it wants to live. Okay. I feel that this is coming through here, and the outcome is the King of Fire, which is, that's the guidance leading into the King of Fire and show the world the real you. You have the full moon in Aquarius here. It is to show the world the real you, to be unique and bold. And I feel that you're going to have an opportunity here after the eclipse to really showcase that boldness of yours. Maybe it's starting a business, maybe it's putting yourself out there, a new sense of self, feeling more confident, more self-assured. You do have the Five of Cups, the Moon Lovers, Justice. There's fear or upset over a relationship. It could be Libra. You have it was a big learning lesson, I feel, for you. There could be also a return of it, though. It created a lot of regret and disappointment. A lot of fear was attached to it. But there could be an opportunity to heal and bring it back into balance, restore balance. There was a big learning lesson to be had with that as well, if it's resonating with you. All right there, Aries, sending you love. Best wishes for the eclipse ahead. Take care. Okay, Taurus. Let's see. You have the Devil and the full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. I think Aries had this as well. I should remember it. It was just before you were reading. But the Devil, you could be feeling very low during this full moon. Tied to be very careful of addictions, patterns that are keeping you tied to an old pattern. Could be an addiction, could be a relationship. It's really, the root of it is low confidence and low self-worth. That could be creating patterns of toxicity or something unhealthy where you're lessening yourself, you're depleting yourself, you're draining yourself because you don't believe in yourself. There's this, you are good enough full moon. It's really coming through here during this eclipse. There may be healing that needs to happen around this, or breaking a habit or a pattern that's tied to not feeling worthy enough or good enough. So reverse the belief of the I am not good enough, perfectionism, needing to overwork, overperform. Um, I don't know. It's very conflicting. Like feels very low. It feels like it's like, if we don't believe in ourselves on a deep, deep, deep level, we will tend to sabotage, or we'll fall into patterns that keep us there, that keep us bound to that level, or the experience. So reversing it by I am good enough, which is what it's saying. You are good enough. I am good enough. If I am good enough, what does that translate into, and how will my behaviors and life experiences match the feeling and belief that I am good enough? So it may require a bit of work during this time. I think things are going to change, but that could be triggered right now. Balance spirituality and practicality, in the shadow, Two of Pentacles. Be careful of overstepping your boundaries, working too hard. Again, being in repeat, like wearing yourself down to the bone. Um, it's like not being able to commit, not knowing which direction to take. I think in this case, balance spirituality and practicality of the two fish. There's an imbalance. Maybe you're not paying attention to the signals that are coming from the subconscious, unconscious. Are you listening to your heart? Do you practice self-love? Are you practicing spiritual practices? Are you engaging in spiritual practice? Are you too much in the practical? There's an imbalance. Excuse me. And I feel that's part of the devil. I feel that you're moving into some patterns of the past that are overriding what needs to be seen and what needs attention right now, and needs extra care. Your guidance, surrender to the divine, surrender. Pisces, surrender. Try to find flow and care and fluidity. The Three of Swords is heal the heart, forgiveness, letting go. Move on from the past, move on from the pain, move on from this really heavy right now. I hope you're okay. But things are going to change. Look at this. After the eclipse, you get luck is on your side, and you're going to rest. Something is opening. You're going to have an opening. You have the Eight of Fire, the Fountain, Four of Cups, a bit of melancholy. But on a very deep level, you are upgrading. On a deep level, you're upgrading. Yeah. New opportunity. You might be traveling, you might be moving, there might be something that shows up for you. It's going to, I feel, allow you to rest. Or maybe your body's just naturally, your mind is just naturally going to want to rest. But you get a break. You get a break. So work on yourself. This is important, I feel. All right, there, Taurus. Wishing you all the best during this time and beyond. Take care. Okay, Gemini, taking a look at the eclipse, emotions are running high, Five of Cups. There could be disappointment or regret. Watch for emotional triggers at this time. There may be something from the past coming back. A Mercury retrograde, of course, triggers an emotional response or a memory or a woulda, shoulda, coulda, regret, disappointment, or it could be currently a current situation that shows up. Just be aware of the emotions that are arising, or it could be triggering something deeper. If you want to go deeper into some deeper exploration to be addressed, to be released and healed. Your shadow adjustments are required. Three of Pentacles. Maybe something in the workspace or working with others was misaligned. Maybe that's what's bringing this up. Disappointment. I feel like a lack of trust or a lack of support in your workspace or working with others in some form. So adjustments are required to maybe make amends or bring this back into harmony or union, or to find people you can work with. Maybe in the past, things fell apart, didn't work the way you were hoping. There's now an opportunity to readjust, to make those adjustments. So try to look at it as an opportunity rather than what didn't work and this person did that or that didn't work out that way, and kind of looking at the negative. I feel that there's an opportunity here you have the Ace of Swords and the Fountain keeps coming out and the Queen of Cups. There's really nice energy coming through here for a lot of signs, a lot of clarity, spiritual upgrade, a deeper understanding of self, of life. I feel this is a bit of an upgrade with Pisces and this lunar eclipse as well, being in Pisces season, I should say. Your guidance is the Star, and you and your loved ones are safe. Something around healing matters of the home. It could be even healing family lineage, the mother, the emotional side. And through this process of softening the relationship within yourself or mother or family or home or those closest to you, There's an alignment that is going to occur, and I feel that's part of this. And the Queen of Cups is becoming softer, becoming more attuned with others, becoming more attuned with yourself. Your outcome after this eclipse is mutable. Nothing is set in stone in the King of Pentacles. So this is going to help you in some way as an adjustment, but it's moving you into the King of Pentacles, where you're going to become more self-assured and confident in your ability to succeed, to create wealth, to maybe start a business, to launch something. I feel this is a very significant upgrade in that direction. And there's change that's coming through here to help you in that regard. All right, there, Gemini, wishing you a beautiful lunar eclipse ahead. Take care. All right, Cancer, looking at the eclipse, you have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius, Chariot. All right, during the solar eclipse, maybe look back around the solar eclipse and see what happened, because I do feel for you, there could have been an opening in some kind of way that gave you the green light or allowed for alignment to happen, and it just like sent you on the path forward. Something here, believing more in yourself, seeing the path, seeing the line. This could be a little bit individualistic. That's why it's saying bring love into the situation. Don't forget about other people. You know, maybe for some of you, there could be a bit of a headstrong or individualistic type of energy where it's all about, you know, me and my path and, you know, where I'm going and cutting people out. But just be aware of that if it's in there. But this is really, I feel, a nice direction of your path and who you are and who you want to be and where you're going. And just really clear energy. And your card coming through here, the Chariot, feeling aligned, having direction, having a knowing, you know, even if not everything is clear, it's like a trust. It's like, yes, I know I'm on the right path. I'm going to trust the universe. I'm going to put myself in this direction. It feels right. It feels good. The challenge in the shadow, take time to breathe out, the Magician. Okay, so even though there's direction, there may be an uncertainty of the process of creation, which is okay. And make sure you're being aware of what you are creating, maybe, or relax into the process of creation. Be very cautious of the mind, the as above, so below. Yeah, I kind of feel like maybe it's this Pisces energy. It's just not clear. Like there's still something that isn't 100% clear, although this is good. Just trust the process. That's all I want to say, is just trust it. Don't get caught up in the details. Don't worry about, you know, fears are coming up. Obviously, work through them. Hang on. No, that's a different card. If fears are being triggered and activated, it's a good time to work through them, right? Be very aware of any fears of maybe this won't work, or I don't have all the answers, or maybe I can't. Just be aware of it if it comes up. That's about it. Your guidance is nothing is set in stone, mutable, and death, Scorpio. So you have a lot of Scorpio energy as the outcome as well. So there's still transmutation and transformation taking form after this eclipse. You're ruled by the moon. Naturally, you're going to feel it more so than others. It's going to be very transformative for you. So allow time to do what it needs to do afterwards to change. There's a death process coming through. So let it go. Just let it do what it needs to do. I don't feel it's anything to be worried about. I don't feel it's anything intense, but be very I don't know, after the eclipse, a time to release negativity, Five of Swords. Be very, very careful about how you're reacting to situations. This could be very volatile. Release negativity. Try to tap into that Pisces energy of being compassionate and forgiving as much as possible. Be very cautious about the Five of Swords, and the Scorpionic energy could be maybe some old wounds are being activated at this time. Maybe you feel like your back is against the wall. You need to defend yourself. Try to drop the weapons or the pinchers, right? And try to work through it in a soft and compassionate way. Maybe step aside for a little bit, gain a new perspective, or soften things out a little bit before reacting. You have the stars coming out a lot. Queen of Pentacles, the Star, and the Page of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Star, Aquarius, Page of Swords, new insight, clarity, new ideas, a new approach to things as well. Queen of Pentacles, grounding, being very resourceful, very wise with your decisions, with your finances, investing into your body. You could be very health aware under this Virgo full moon, maybe incorporating new routines, investing into your health, the stars, healing and alignment that's taking place. And you're going to have clarity through this. You're going to have new ideas. It's going to help you with this. A new idea, a new communication, something of that nature. All right, there, Cancer, wishing you a beautiful eclipse ahead. Take care. Okay, Leo, looking at the full moon in Virgo eclipse. Now, we are moving, the nodes, I should say, are moving into the south node of Leo, north node of Aquarius. Now, the south node in Leo is really going to test your past patterns. It could, I mean, it's going to be transformative in a very good way, but I feel you might already be, I have a feeling you might already be feeling it, or it's like kind of the lead up, I feel, in a way. That's what I'm getting. And your commitment is being tested, the Chariot. In a way, okay, there's a new opportunity for direction right now. You could be redirected. There could be a new opening, but there's so much scatteredness. It's like you don't know what to do with it or where to go, or feeling maybe you have to clean a lot up before you can do this. Like and be careful of the mind and of old beliefs, of distorting the truth, the actual real truth of your highest potential and highest path. So just be very careful of that. Your commitment is being tested, is going to challenge some of these old beliefs and perceptions. Your shadow is balanced spirituality and practical. This is coming out a lot. And the Tower, there's a big shift happening. Make sure you are engaging in spiritual practices. Make sure that you are engaging in self-love and compassion to yourself. Make sure you are looking at yourself differently, self-inquiry. There's something here that needs to be acknowledged, because there's big change happening under the surface, and it could be you could be thrown off balance. I feel, in a very significant way. So please be mindful of, if you're ignoring your spiritual practice, if you are ignoring attunement, or not connecting with your heart, or not connecting with your intuition. Because there's something here that's like feels a bit destabilized. It's like something has been thrown off balance, is what I'm trying to say. And this is your guidance, the South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. Past anger, grudges, attachments, patterns, what has felt safe and comfortable and familiar. It's time. You have to break this pattern. You have to break traditions. You have to do things differently. You have to challenge and open up to new perspectives, even maybe look for guidance. I feel like in this case, it's like the Hierophant, and this is about traditions and structures and patriarchy, and there's something like challenging the old. And this could go into deep work. I feel this is a very deep kind of read, actually. Your outcome after the eclipse is the answers you need are coming. So you're going to have a climactic point of what you've been waiting for, if it's within yourself or externally, is coming through. And what's happening here, it may not feel like it right now, but what's happening for you is for you to step into or align more with your power, with your ability to channel your inner strength, your inner lion, to work with power in a constructive way rather than deconstructive. And you're going to have a knowing. You also have the Star, Judgment, and the Ace of Swords. You're going to have, like I said, a knowing, right? Clarity. Healing, Judgment, or the Stars coming out a lot right now. Almost every sign has had it. Judgment. Don't let your past hold you back. This is a reckoning. It's a reckoning moment for you to align with your North Star, with your direction, with clarity, and break those old patterns released from the past. Now, fixed signs, it is time to make the changes happen. All right, there, Leo, sending much love and wishes for the upcoming eclipse. Take care.